reproduction or other commercial use of this recording in whole or in part is prohibited.
How we doing, guys? Myself, Chrispreddie OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real talk, true season. I need everybody to get behind this. A young man was shot in Harrogate, North London, mistaken identity. You heard me, mistaken identity. His name was Chad Gordon, and he was known within his area. A lot of people said he suffered with autism, and he wouldn't hurt no one. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? One of them youths that you just see around, a man's on his bike, and he might give you a little fist up, and he's doing his thing, he's cutting through, and you mean to tell me that someone else has took his life? Mistaken identity. You man are running up into people's yards and shooting, man. You man are cowards, and I'm sick and tired that the fact that we are cowards, sitting in the shadows and no one doesn't say nothing. We know who these boys are. We know who's did it. They're probably bragging and boasting about it on Snapchat. Let's keep it real. Let's keep the facts. But when are we going to do something about it? Who's going to put up their hand and actually be counted? We always keep sitting there. Man's not a snitch. Man's not a snitch. Oh, I don't like the police. I don't like the police. We say that as adults. We say that as parents. What do you think that condensation is going down to our young people? What do you think our young people are thinking when we keep saying the same thing? We need to apply ourselves now, and we need to stand up and be counted. A young man has been shot for no reason in his own house. So you're not even safe in your own home. You say to your kids, be careful when you're on the street. Be careful when you're running around doing what you're doing, because you might get into the wrong crowd. But he's at home. What do you tell someone when they're at home? What do you tell someone when they're at school? What do you tell someone when they should be safe and they're not safe? And then we just sit back and no one does nothing about it, apart from throw up a couple of likes and a couple of shares. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. The family needs justice. We need justice as a community to know that we are still inhumane. We're inhumane enough, or we are humane. Are we humane or inhumane? Which one are we? Because I'm really trying to decipher right now which one we are. And we keep sitting there saying, oh, I'm Chris, I'm pro this and I'm pro that. Prevention is better than cure. It takes a village to raise a child. But it don't seem that no villages right now. I don't see no prevention better than cure right now. So when's we gonna step up? When are we gonna do something about this? Who's gonna stand up and be counted and say, do you know what? I'm gonna do something about it. I know who that person is, and that person is going to go to prison. That family can now get justice. That family now has to grieve and go through a grieving process and bury her child for no reason. It's sad. I feel sad for the young people that feel like you're automatically involved. I see you. And I know some of the people don't see you because, like you said, Chris, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. A lot of these kids feel like they have to be in a gang. Facts. I have to be in a gang. Because if I'm not, I'm getting rolled up on because I live in a certain area. That's the kind of conversation that they're going through every single day. Then you got these fool boys running around with shanks and big boy machetes and guns. And you got certain parents that slightly know. Yeah, you do. Shut up. You do. You see them smoking weed, doing this thing. Sometimes they come in and you're hiding their clothes. You're hiding the criminal stuff and their guns and certain things. Don't try it. Yes, you do. Certain parents acting hella funny right now because you're young yourself, getting involved in the gang life, because obviously right now, doing the right thing is not the right thing. Doing the wrong thing is the right thing. And yes, I hate the police too. Yes, I feel like the police don't step up. Yes, I feel like we get the wrong end of the stick where we keep getting brutalized by the police and there's no justice in certain situations. But when are we going to stand up and be counted for ourselves? When are we going to stand up for our own community then? What is the solutions within this? We don't want to call the police. We don't want to snitch. We don't want to say nothing. But at the same time, we want to live a better life. At the same time, we want our community to be great. We want our young people to be able to go outside and play. The basics. Now this young boy is dead. We need to fight for this. We need to stand up and be counted, guys. We know what's going on. We know who the boys are. Find them and make sure that Chad gets justice. Because this is not right and this is not fair. Too much mothers, too much family grieving and crying over the same situation day in, day out. And just because we're on pandemic, just because we're on lockdown, don't think that when we come off a lockdown, or if not, still while we're on lockdown, things like this ain't happening. You guys are not understanding how serious the situation that we're in. So condolences goes out to the family, and I've been hearing the family, and the family's reached out and said, Chris, we need to get this message out there. We need to get the message out there about Chad and what has happened to him, and we want justice. So please, guys, if you've got any inkling of love and heart and still got a little bit of compassion, you know, I'm talking about compassion. You still love your mum, you still love your brothers and your sisters, your girlfriend, boyfriend. I don't care, nieces, nephews, everybody press the share button, press the like button. Let's find these boys, let's get justice, because that's the one thing that we can stand up and be counted right now.